Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thanks for tuning in. My name is Ornella and I'm in medical school and I love vlogs and I love working out. So my channel will be a combination of all three of those things, and I hope you guys subscribe and we can get to know each other and chat. So welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to come on to talk about just a few things that I wish I knew before I started Locs. I think there was a lot of things I didn't understand about Locs, or even like the lifestyle of having Locs before I got them. So if this helps anyone out there, I would be happy with that, and I hope that you get Locs too. So let's get started. Number one of the most important things that you have to understand about Locs and about this type of hairstyle in general is that not everyone is going to like or love or even like tolerate your Locs, to be honest with you. So you really have to learn to be confident in yourself. For example, like I had an attending physician where I work, where I'm in school, basically insinuate, not even basically, clearly insinuate to me that I should fix my hairstyle, essentially change my hairstyle to look like the dean of the College of Medicine's hairstyle. And like, how are you bald and you're telling me that I should change my hairstyle? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, you really have to understand that some people are just not going to be a fan of your hair, and that's fine too. That's none of your business. Just take care of yourself, love yourself for who you are, and that's it. Number two, your hair and my hair are very different. So your hair is gonna look a certain way, my hair will look a certain way. And you can log on to social media and you'll see all these different types of influencers who have like the ideal hair, and then you try to emulate that to a certain degree, and your Locs don't work that way. Locs really take the shape of your head. You need to consider a lot of different aspects, like the size of your parts, your scalp health. You need to consider like the thickness of your hair, the texture of your hair. All of that goes into place to how your hair will look. So I can look at someone on YouTube and be like, oh my god, I want their hair so bad, but like, I will never be able to get that. I can only get my hair. Number three is that less is more all the time with Locs. The less you do, the better your hair will be. Like, don't go putting in waxes and lotions and greases and gels in your hair when you have Locs. Just keep your hair simple, keep your hair washed, keep your hair on. Basically, don't put too much tension on your hair. Keep your hair like free from ponytails, from intense braids, and the other stuff that comes with Locs, that can all wait, honestly. Like, my approach when it comes to putting some product in my hair is really to just wait, learn about that product as much as I can, see other people use it, and then put it in my hair, because I want to prevent a lot of different things from accumulating in my Locs. So it'll be very difficult to take it out, and also my scalp can suffer very easily. So just less is more. Also, to add to number three, the less is more concept. Less is more meaning, I know like there are people out there that love to dye their hair and bleach their hair, and in my opinion, Locs are not meant to be bleached or dyed. Like, y'all can come for me if you want, but like, I just feel like because you have such a strong base, and if you start to bleach it, that base will start to just bleach. Literally kills protein. So the more you bleach your Locs, the more it just starts to wear and tear, and then your Locs become very thin, and then they can break up very easily. So less is more, aka stay away from bleach, stay away from dyes. Okay. Number four, take people's advice, but only to the extent of a healthy head of hair, healthy scalp. So if someone tells you they recommend cleanse or anything that just helps with the health of your hair, is great. But don't take advice from people who judge your journey, who judge the length of your hair and how many years you've been locked, whether you had lock extensions, whether you had two comb coils, or whatever it is, like, or braid locks, or however you started your Locs, however your journey is going. Don't take advice from people who come at you like in a very judgmental, stance. It's, again, as I said before, it's your journey, and only you can really make it as beautiful or as ugly as you want. Number five is that you need to understand that Locs are a commitment. So if you're not ready for the commitment, just don't get Locs. It's the same thing as like a relationship, right? If you're not ready for a serious relationship, just don't get in a relationship. So with Locs, right? Just understand that you're gonna have this style, the same style, for a long time. Like, obviously there's a lot of different styles I can do with my hair. I can put it in ponytail, I can put it down, I can twist it, I can do braid it, I can do many things, but I'm always going to have locks at the end of the day. So if you're not ready for that commitment of basically embracing everything that comes with it, you probably shouldn't get locks. As well as if you like getting your hair changed or done every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, whatever, then maybe you shouldn't get locks, because locks, they're kind of like a low maintenance style. They make my life a bit easier because I don't have to think about it. But if I was someone that really likes to make sure my hair is always done consistently, then locks are not for me, because even getting your locks done consistently wears away at your scalp and creates unhealthy locks. So number 6 is make sure you get a professional to start your parts before you start doing your own hair. The very first thing when you decide to get your locks, don't do your own parts, because you don't know how your hair will fall, how thick it'll grow out to be. Because when you're formulating your locks, they look a certain length, but after 6 years, after 1 year, after 2 years, whatever, your locks are gonna start to expand and shrink with time. So a professional who can do your parts for you and make sure your parts are clean initially is very important. And then after that, you can keep up with your locks by yourself. And number 7, which is I think one of the more important ones for me, is understand that with locks are like it's a journey. You watch your hair change so many different, even depending on how you started your locks or how you got your locks done. Locks are a journey. They change with time, you change with time, and the more you take care of them, the more you exercise, you work out, the more you just take care of yourself, the more they look better. They literally represent what's going on with you. You can't just wake up and pop locks on your head in the morning like you can like lace frontal or some braids. But they represent who you are in the long term. So I think for me, like, having locks has really increased my confidence in myself, because you just learn to appreciate who you are more. You don't worry so much about things that you cannot control, and things that, yeah, you just don't worry so much about things that you can't control, and you see the beauty in yourself. You see the beauty in others as well. You don't try to fit yourself into like ideas of beauty, ideas of what it is to be attractive in society these days, because you know, like, you're a triangle among squares, so there's no way that you can fit. Wait, can triangles fit in squares? Anyways, you know that you're a triangle among circles. There we go. Triangle among circles. So there's really no point in trying to fit in when you're born to stand out, you know? All right, the last advice I would recommend is for you to understand that locks are not unprofessional. Like, I just can't tell you how many people think locks, even like grown people, like educated people, mature people, think that locks are unprofessional, or they're not good for the work environment. I'm here to say that, like, first of all, I go to HBCU and I'm surrounded by Black people all the time, and there's a lot of people with locks where I go to school, a lot of professionals with locks, a lot of doctors with locks. So the concept and the stereotype that locks are unprofessional or dirty or whatever it is, it needs to die. It needs to die right now, because I think, like, it's very toxic to us as Black people. Like, our hair is meant to lock up. Our hair is not even meant to be combed. So the fact that the very essence of who we are is unprofessional is just... Anyway, we can go into all that later, but basically, locks are very professional. Like, look, I can literally do this. All I have to do is... Oh, my hair is stuck. Okay. All I have to do is this, and I look professional, right? So, like, don't have stereotypes, or don't keep those bad stereotypes as to the reason as to why you want to get locks. All right, well, those are the few tips that I have, or understandings that I wish I had before I started locks. Let me know what, I guess, things anybody who has locks right now who wish they knew before they started locks, or what questions you have about locks, what do you like to know about locks that I can help answer, and I'll make sure to reply to everyone. So thank you so much for spending time on my channel, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Oh, and please subscribe, please. Thanks.